I was raw dogging this bitch.
All right.
She was an actual
so
bitch.
You know what
though.
your name is?
Nope.
Your name is Jesse James Bedford Forrest.
Jesus. All right.
You ready for that?
Shrimp stew, shrimp Creole, shrimp
You know
and
who Bedford
potatoes.
Forrest is, right?
Yeah. Jesse James Bedford Forrest. Okay.
So we're recording now. I'm gonna ask you a few questions about Standard Nun Theory.
Oh, all right.
Standard Nun Theory.
All right.
You can tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do. Tell us your name. Tell us what the name of the band is, and then tell us what you do in that there band.
Standard Nun Theory.
Standard Nun Theory.
All right. I've heard of them.
Wait, aren't you in that band?
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Goodness.
All right.
Goodness sakes alive, man. Oh, my goodness. I thought for a second I wasn't in that band.
What happened?
I don't know how much time we got.
We got a little bit of time. Man. It's up to you, man. I'm getting paid. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about Standard Nun Theory? Were you the first drummer in Standard Nun Theory?
I think I'm number 65. Number 65. It's been a long haul.
What happened to number 64?
I don't really know. He doesn't come around no more.
Somebody told me he passed away in tragic like train wreck or something like that. You know if that's true?
No. I have no idea.
All right then. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about Standard Nun Theory? Tell me what kind of music y'all play. Tell me what y'all just tell me what kind of music y'all play.
Well, some would call it the rock music. I kind of like to call it avant-garde polka. I mean that's debatable, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
All right. Well, so I was talking to Buck and Buddy back there, and they talked about when y'all went to prison about 10 years now.
Shit.
Tell me what happened back there. You went to prison, right?
Man, all right. So we show up. There's this dude laying on the floor, blood. So I just assumed I killed him, and it just so happened my friend was with me, and so we got busted.
Y'all went to prison.
Went to prison. Guarded my butthole every day. I mean, I really came to enjoy that antiseptic soap, though.
Tell me how prison made you feel. How did it make you feel?
Man, most people didn't like prison, but prison makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So you
Straight
enjoyed
up.
your time in prison?
Oh yeah, every day.
Say that in a sentence. Say I enjoyed my time in prison.
I enjoyed my time in prison.
You enjoyed every 10 years.
Every 10 years of my prison sentence.
So tell me a little bit about Standard Nun Theory before you went to prison. Like what happened there? What was going on? Y'all went on tour or something like that?
Man, we were on tour. Like touring behind I think like a John Deere tractor. And man, everything's going great. We were gonna hit the big time, but then I found that dead guy, and I must have killed him because he was right there.
So you're saying it all went down here from
It all went downhill after that dead guy. It either went downhill after the dead guy or my brother getting his trying to get his salad tossed with like a snapping turtle. That I can't really decide which one.
Well, we're moving on to the future. Look, now you guys are out of prison. You just got out of prison not too long ago.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all are trying to make a comeback, right? Is that right?
Trying to.
Tell me about the comeback y'all trying to do.
So the comeback is when you throw like your woman out, and then like tomorrow, let's say she comes back tomorrow.
Okay.
Kind of like that. Kind of trying to make. I'm trying to make a Sonic ex-girlfriend.
So tell me about this Sonic girlfriend of yours.
Well, she's blue. She's got spikes on her back. She runs really fucking fast.
All right, now, well, so I hear that the big city radio station coming to town, coming out here to Albertsonville. They're gonna put on a big festival, and they wanted they heard about Standard Nun Theory. You guys were gonna make a comeback. They wanted you guys to put out some new songs.
Yep.
Yeah, tell me about that. Tell me how that went. The recording process, whatnot.
So we went into this here recording studio, and I mean, used to back in the day, you used to have like 2 reels of tape, and you'd blow on them, and then that's how you got the sound. But now they use these things called computers.
Computers. I think they're called computers. Something like that.
With an at the end.
Right. Right.
I'm gonna have to do a do-over on that.
Oh, that's all right, man. Go ahead.
Son of a bitch.
Just take your time, think about it for a minute. Just take your time. It's okay.
Son of a bitch. Computer.
There you go.
Computer.
Good job, buddy.
All right.
Good job.
All right.
So y'all making an album now or something like that?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Making an album. Say that.
Yep. Making an album. Making an album.
Tell me about the recording process and whatnot. Like, what kind of music y'all playing? Tell me how that went. It went pretty good for y'all?
Yeah, it's been going pretty good. A lot of good vibes floating around the studio. A lot of thought fruits one might want to try to grab out of the air.
Man, that's poetic.
Well, yeah, thought fruits. Well, so we did like the first song. Started with them drums. Started with them keyboards. Started with them snapping turtles. Started with them ferrets. Of course they're all taxidermed.
So, so you're running through the different genres of music in this here album, right?
There ain't no John in this band.
No genre.
Oh, can you?
Do you know what genre means?
Can you use it in a sentence for me?
So, like, Madonna plays a sexual genre of music, or like B.B. King also plays a sexual kind of genre of music. Then you got like Metallica and Def Leppard. They play like heavy rock metal or something. That's like a genre.
Rock metal, man.
Yeah.
You can't like splice rocks and metals and put them together and make something different. It's either rocks or it's metals.
Intriguing. It's interesting.
They don't go together.
So then tell me, what kind of music is Standard Nun Theory?
Well, like I was telling you before, we like to play what some might call the rock music. I believe I'm the only one who thinks it's maybe space polka. But the rock music.
Okay.
You know.
So you tell me, for you particularly as a person, is Jesse James Bedford Forrest?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what would you say your inspiration is behind playing the drums for Standard Nun Theory?
Oh man, I gotta tell you, barbecues, hot rods, power tools, man, snapping turtles, goodness, noodling. You ever been noodling before?
I heard about noodling, yeah.
Man, sometimes they like to eat your whole arm. Like, this is not my first arm.
That's inspiration.
It's not.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to talk to you about that later, man.
That's right.
That's interesting.
That's right.
Content there. So now we're moving on.
Yes, sir.
So we're moving on a little bit. We've already recorded the album. We've already released it to the record studios.
Oh, cool.
And they didn't like it. You knew about that. Now we're in the future.
Oh, well, yeah.
We just went ahead in time like 2 days.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So tell me how that made you feel when you heard the record studios or the radio studios, like they didn't like it at all, man. How did that make you feel?
I'm gonna be honest, man. It made me feel like a sack of shit. I'll be honest. It made me feel like the man was just throat punching me for eternity. For eternity. I don't think you can count eternity. Imagine that. For the rest of my life getting throat punched. That's how it made me feel. Like a big old fucking throat punch. Right in the balls.
So like, you do that again, but without laughing.
Yeah, fucking Kelly. I heard him like snicker, and I was like, "Fuck!" Throat punch for eternity. Okay.
So tell me, so y'all just try to release this album in the record studio.
Yes, sir.
And it turned out they didn't really like it too much. Tell me how that made you feel.
Man, you ever been throat punched?
I have.
Like punched with a fist to the throat, and like they make contact, and then you realize you just got throat punched. But you realize this right before the sensation of pain reaches your brain. You're actually making I think that's what they call forethought. I felt like I was being psychically throat punched by the man.
You seem like a man of high intelligence.
I did repeat the 4th grade a time or two, so I think I know what I'm talking about.
So, tell me, do you use any of that intellect to inspire your music in Standard Nun Theory?
Oh no, man! You can't let your intellect get in the way of your artistry.
It's like rotisserie, but artistry.
Oh yeah, like you're roasting your art until it's all cooked, till it's all delicious, till you can digest it in your tummy before it gets pooped out.
So we'll go back in time a little bit. You guys were in prison for about 10 years. So what? Right, 10
yes,
years,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir. Actually, it was 9 years and 352 days.
So almost about 10
Yeah.
years. About 10 years.
Yeah.
So like 10 years is a long time.
Yeah. Some may say.
Do you find it was difficult for you to play drums again?
Oh no, I've been playing drums since I was in utero. You know, that Nirvana album.
So you were born to drum.
I was born. My mama would tell you. So like, she would get so many bruised ribs for me like knocking on her bones.
And I'll tell you what, man, my daddy makes the best bruised ribs I ever had.
Really? Man, are we kin?
We must be, man.
Are we? I think we're kin.
Bruised ribs, man, they fall right off that bone, man. Oh boy.
Man,
oh,
so
boy.
you must know about some bruised ribs then.
I know all about the bruised. My daddy make best bruised ribs this side of Mississippi, this side of Ohio, this side of the Atlantic Ocean. Man, you can't touch this man's bruised ribs.
I'm gonna take you up on that sometime. I'm gonna have to ask about that later on.
So moving forward, you guys just got basically disrespected by the radio studios.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They didn't take too kindly the new Standard Nun Theory album. Tell me now, what is the future for Standard Nun Theory?
Well, I think we should become. You know what? I think the future for Standard Nun Theory would be to not listen to the haters anymore. Just keep doing what we're doing. Keep doing what feels good. Keep trapping them snapping turtles. Keep hunting kangaroos. Throwing them in court. Making kangaroo courts. Taxation without representation. You know, existentialism. Maybe some Taoism. I don't know. Maybe some choo-choo trains. Possibly some Legos. Lincoln Logs. Lincoln Logs will solve any problem. Lincoln Logs. Man. Lincoln Logs and some like maybe some mud cakes. Some crawdads. Some lobster. Possibly a jackrabbit, basically a rattlesnake, and then sprinkled with some like algae, and then you roll it all up into like a dough, and then you like throw it up in the air like you just don't care, and then like sometimes you get your little brother come into the room to play a video game with you, but then you got to go take a piss right after you invite him into the room, and then sometimes he leaves and calls you a dum-dum, and then you get all pissed off and then storm out of your room, and then sometimes you drink a glass of water, you feel a little bit better, then sometimes like things just don't go your way, and then sometimes you just tell your critics to stick it. Tell them to stick it where the sun don't shine. Where the sun don't shine. I mean it.
Music will find a way.
It will. I believe so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Music will find a way. Music will find a way. It'll find a way.
Say it more emotionally.
Well, music will find a way.
Now say it more emotionally. Say it like you're saying.
Music will find a way. It's got to. It'll find its way.
Now don't say nothing. Just sit there and kind of stare off.
Nope.
Look over here. Look over here. Thank you very much, Mr. Jesse James Bedford Forrest.
Bedford Forrest, that's right. You got
really
it.
appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
We look forward to hearing what's coming up next.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
For Standard Nun Theory.
It's nice to meet a fan.
Standard Nun Theory is not going to die, is it?
That's right. That's not right, but that's right. The Standard Nun Theory is not going to die. We're here to stay. We're going to turn it up to 11 all day, every day. 11 o'clock. On the dot.
Cut. All right.
I don't know what the fuck.